The Harper contains foul language and adult material. If you are easily offended and thin-skinned, you should hit the stop button now. And if you are not a complete idiot, let's get this party started.
Hike up your motherfucking panties.
And pull them to the side.
This is the Hopper.
Fuck you. No bullshit.
Yeah, baby. Welcome to the Harper. We are live.
Hop alive.
No hiccups this week.
It depends what you call a hiccup or not.
Hey, man, smooth as sandpaper. We're up. We're on. We're not 20 minutes late. We're not pulling hair out.
Brett's not complaining yet?
No, he's watching Vader versus Hogan right now.
What?
What's up, Tool Shed? Welcome aboard, bro.
That's up. That's
So,
right.
yeah.
Whatever I said, what's up? That's right.
Kind of sweet that he was actually watching Vader Hogan. I've kind of got it like, that's like my squirrel moment so far for the day.
What is Vader Hogan? I have no idea.
There's a wrestler named Big Van Vader, and obviously you know who Hulk Hogan is.
He's still wrestling?
No, this is Big Van Vader's actually passed away.
Oh.
So
So it's old school.
yeah, it's old school. It's still fun though.
Down with old school wrestling.
I'm down with a little old school wrestling too. Also want to make sure that everybody realizes that I'm wearing some official hillbilly gear tonight. This is the collared shirt with the sleeves removed. That's right.
That's right.
That's right. When the shirt's done, it's just started.
Okay.
Great for housework. I'm just saying. You ever mow your lawn? Need someplace to put your phone instead of having it in your shorts where it's weighing your fucking shorts down? It's the way to go.
All right.
So-
Let's do this.
Welcome aboard. So, do you have a public service announcement for this episode?
Well, I
or-
didn't really have one
Nah.
for next week's episode, but we're just gonna, we're gonna get down to brass tacks here and just go to theharperguys.com. It's a one-stop shop for all things the Harper.
Yes.
It's got all of our links. You can listen to our shows right there. You can also go to, if you have a specified podcast platform that you'd like to use, you can click the link because they're all there.
Yep.
I don't think we've missed any. Like the iTunes, the Spotify, the Google Play, and so on.
Right.
And then you
Pick
can
your poison.
You can join us here at the YouTube too.
Yeah. So, share, subscribe, rate, whatever you need to do. What's up, Chad? Welcome aboard. And our buddy Big Brett. You're right. Old school wrestling is the only wrestling. I got to agree with that. Once the Stone Cold, The Rock, Mankind, once that whole era kind of went away, that was kind of like the end of the glory days. I don't know any of them now except for Lesnar, and that's just because he fights in the UFC. But so one of the things that we have talked about, and we've kind of beat it to death when we were talking about music, is the fact that we were talking about bands, and he said James Brown, as in like, and then called it the James Brown Band. We went back and forth arguing.
No. You said it's not the James Brown Band.
Right. It's just James Brown.
But I said the James Brown group is still a band. That was my argument.
Okay. He's got a band behind him, like the E Street Band. Anyway, we don't have to rehash all of that.
Yeah, let's not.
What it's led us to, though, is the other half of this conversation, which, okay, everybody's got a band and everybody's behind them, but so many of the great music acts of all time are individuals, and they are known by just that person's name.
Yeah, like you said a good example earlier. Prince.
Prince, yes. So instantly, Prince is one of those people that I think of, huge innovator, somebody that I think would go into the top 10 individual music acts of all time. So I'm going to actually keep track of mine as I say them, because once I get to 10, I'm done. I can't add any more else into my top 10 other than that, right? So Prince wouldn't be number one on my list, but I would put him in the top 10.
Okay, so where are we starting?
Okay, so I think that we should just start at
Let's just look at the list.
We're going to go off the list. This is off of the Billboard Top 50 Greatest of All Time list. So I'm going to ask you to write yours down as we go to. Once you get to 10, you're done, right?
Okay.
Cutting you off at 10.
Have to do this top 10 bullshit.
I know. Hey, that's how I like to do it. It keeps some structure. We need some organization, right? Number one they have, it's Elvis.
Okay.
Do we agree that Elvis is probably the greatest? I mean, he's the king. If you're going to be called the king.
Are you I won't even start it.
I was going to say, everybody's got an Elvis impression,
Yeah.
which is fun.
Thank you very much.
Would you ever go to an Elvis convention?
No.
I think it would be so fun to do, like, as a laugh.
Although-
like not to be serious, but like to get 5 or 6 of us together, go on like a ridiculous pub crawl and be like the wasted Elvises. I think that would be some serious fucking fun. But the fact that that guy's got festivals and shit named after him, you tour his fucking house, like, I think Elvis would be a fucking blast. But
Right.
he's definitely earned number 1 on the list.
You think he's number 1, even in yours?
The greatest individual performer of all time, I would say he's probably had the most influence. I mean, that dude was rock and roll. He's the
Yeah.
king. Sold more albums than anybody.
Did he really?
I believe so.
Still to this day?
I believe that that's true. Somebody can fact check me. I might be wrong, but I'm just saying.
And by the way, he wasn't lonesome very many nights.
He probably wasn't, but I'm just saying. So Elvis into the top 10, at least for me. You don't have to put
Sure.
him in yours.
No, I'll put Elvis in the fucking... We don't have to number these, right?
No, you don't have to put them where they go in your 10. Just once we get to 10, we're done. Now, just like you guys know that I fucking hate Al Pacino and everybody acts like Al Pacino is such a great fucking actor.
Hoo-ah.
I knew you were going to fucking do that. I fucking hate Bob Dylan. They've got Bob Dylan ranked number fucking 2 on this list. Dude, seriously, it's the worst ever. Like, how in the fuck can you even put Bob Dylan up there? I can't listen to him sing. If Tom Petty was slightly retarded, he would have been Bob Dylan.
Right.
Like, it's that fucking bad.
Well, I think he was heavily influenced, and that's why he sings like Bob Dylan.
Right?
Or similar.
We're getting there, Tool Shed. He's coming up here in just a second. See, you're already getting ahead of me on Michael Jackson. So clearly Bob Dylan is not somebody that we're going to put up there. I mean, he's like the last of that generation, I guess, that's kind of still alive-ish, right? I think Bob Dylan's still alive.
I don't think he is, but maybe he is.
I don't know. We'll have to Google that. If he's not, then good riddance. Sorry.
Is he alive? He said, fuck Bob.
Sorry. Bob sucks, you know?
Yeah, I was never into Bob Dylan.
No. He's so fucking terrible. You know, he's got one song I do like, though. It's called The Hurricane. And it's a really politically driven song about champion of the world.
I thought that was the Scorpions.
No, the story of the hurricane. That's Winds of Change, man.
Yeah, whatever. Rock you like a hurricane?
Oh, that might be the Scorpions.
See?
Well, that's not what.
Don't be
we're
making
talking
fun
about.
of me, all right?
All right, you got me on that.
I know
one.
a little bit.
I didn't know what direction you
Just
were
a
going
teeny
there.
tiny bit, Mom.
Just a little bit. Number 3 on the list, they got Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry was pretty good, but I don't think of all-time greats, he's not on the top 10.
I don't put him up there for me. Don't get me wrong. Chuck Berry could play the shit out of a fucking guitar. I mean, everybody knows fucking Johnny B. Good.
I mean, that's probably his claim to fame. I'm sure he had a handful other hits, but
Yeah, he had a whole bunch of them. I'm just saying, to me, like, that's the one everybody knows from Back to the Future, right? When
it was popular before Back to the Future, but Back to the Future probably put it through the roof.
Right, and then they made it out like that was actually his cousin that was calling him, like, you got to hear this new sound. Which that takes you into a complete time-space continuum. It was like, if he actually told his cousin about it, then how would Marty have ever heard it to play it if it wasn't around before that thought? Anyway, not going to go too far down the rabbit hole. My ding-a-ling. Was that fucking Bob Dylan? I think it was Bob Dylan. No, that was fucking Chuck Berry. Getting all confused. Hey, what's up, bro, Chacho? Moonshine Mafia?
That is actually...
Yes, he is alive. Thank you, Toolshed. He is alive. I love when we can get people to fact check for us on the fly.
Thank you.
That a boy. Yeah, so fuck you, Bob Dylan. You're not going to anybody's top 10
My
ever.
Ding-a-Ling, that's actually a really funny song.
Yeah, it is. Won't you play with my ding-a-ling?
Yeah, it's great. And they have the girls singing on the one side, the boys singing the
I don't
other.
know how they get shit like that through. Like, how did that make it onto the radio?
I don't know.
I don't think that they would play that today. Have we gotten more conservative since the 50s?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know either. Next on the list is your boy, solo artist, James Brown.
The man without a band.
The man without a band. I mean, just the fact that he was in, like, Rocky IV.
You know, I love James Brown. You know what? White boys out there, if you ever want to try to learn how to dance, put on some James Brown. If you can't figure it out after a few James Brown songs, just stop. Okay? Because it gets in your soul and it makes your feet move. And
Really?
Yeah.
We're talking about his music, and now you want to call it, like, you're going to call him the dancer you want to model yourself after?
No. The music. If the music can't make you dance, hang it up. Just go to the sides of the room.
If you can't dance to James Brown,
Oh, my God. Dude will light it up.
I don't know how to dance to Living in America.
I didn't say Living in America.
You just said James Brown.
Okay, well, not that one.
Okay, like what song?
I got a fever, or I got the fever, or the feeling. I don't know which one.
I got the fever.
I got a feeling. I think it's a feeling.
I don't know that one.
It's really good.
All right, I'll tell
You've
you
heard
that.
it.
I am not putting him in my top 10.
Well, that is too fucking bad.
I can't do it.
You're missing out.
Did you put Prince in yours?
We didn't go through Prince yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put Prince in mine.
Okay, perfect. Now, one that I actually am torn on is Little Richard.
Yeah, he was pretty hip.
But what
He
people
was
don't...
a hip cat.
Yeah, that's right. James Brown is not a band. See? I love it. They're getting on
Yeah,
board this.
no, you guys have the same brain, so just shut up.
It's true. Little Richard actually, he was actually a very big influence on John Lennon and Paul McCartney. They've both said that ad nauseum. He actually helped Jerry Lee Lewis get his start, and I don't want to be wrong. I want to say that like his relationship to a young David Bowie was very similar to like what Usher and Justin Bieber had, to where like he kind of helped usher him up through a little bit because of his musical talent. Little Richard,
Ushered who?
David Bowie.
Oh,
So, which we're not there yet.
right.
But that's why with Little Richard. But as far as his songs go, I don't think of Little Richard as like.
What was his?
I don't know.
Bam, 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 boom.
Yeah.
What was that?
He just always reminded me of Jackie from 227, so I couldn't get past it. Like the over the topness and the makeup and shit. Tell me he didn't remind you of Jackie from 227 in the 80s when we saw Little Richard.
I'm going to tell you, he did not remind me of Jackie from 227.
And then CeeLo Green started wearing his clothes. Everything's purple and fucking metallic and shit. I'm just saying, that's who it looked like. 227. So again, he's not making my list. Next one for sure, Jimi Hendrix. Definitely going to go on my list. You don't have to love him. Jimmy's the man. Changed guitar playing for forever. He's the shit. Love Jimi Hendrix.
For sure.
So to me, that's kind of an open and shutter. No?
Yeah. No, I mean, Jimi Hendrix is one of my favorite guitarists of all times.
Yeah.
I have all of his shit and then some.
Yeah. There you go. What about Aretha?
She could wail, man, back in the day.
But do you think of her like as somebody that like I don't ever get home and be like, man, I just need to chill and put some Aretha on, like that?
Not me, but there's probably plenty of people that do.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I could put her in my top 10.
I'm not putting her in my.
She's gonna be a no. Bob Marley again, no.
Yes, Bob Marley.
He goes in your top 10.
Absolutely.
Really?
Love Bob Marley.
That big of a Bob fan?
Absolutely.
Any particular reason?
The shit fucking hits my soul.
Yeah, you love it, huh?
I do.
Maybe you have a little more soul than I do.
I do.
I don't know. Maybe
I've got way more soul
Shut the
than
fuck
you.
up. No, you don't.
Way more soul.
Left that door way too open. Yeah, you know what? We haven't got to on the list, but I'm gonna fucking throw him up there. Clearly, we both have to put this man on the list. Johnny fucking Cash.
Booyah.
I mean, you can't have a fucking poster of him and not put him on the list.
Yeah.
Cash is the fucking man.
You know, I'm not into country at all.
Yeah.
Old school country like Johnny Cash, I can listen to it all day long.
It just he was the fucking man's man back in the day too. You tell me what fucking badass that's out there today is gonna go marching up in a fucking prison and get the whole fucking place singing and clapping along instead of fucking beating the shit out of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever watched it or
Yeah,
like listened
I
to
did.
it. It's fucking incredible. Like that whole place was like all about fucking Johnny. To where like when he calls out the fucking guys that have receptions, like people came to fucking visit him during the show.
Yeah.
He's calling that shit out for him. Like one of them. The everyman that was awesome. Plus that fucking voice, man. Everybody that tries to sing Johnny Cash songs fails at it because nobody's got that baritone voice.
You can't do it.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Don't even try.
Right. Although
Good for you, Brandon.
That boy, see, man, Toolshed is on fire tonight, man.
Not everybody, was from Wayne County.
Nobody has to be from Wayne County. Come on.
I know Bob Marley's not popular in Wayne County.
No, Bob Marley isn't. What about Frank Sinatra?
Frank's an interesting case. The guy obviously was very talented, sang some very good songs, but that's not really my genre. I'm not into the. Okay, I like I Did It My Way. I like a few of his songs.
Yeah.
But if you were to sit me down and listen and make me listen to all the Frank Sinatra, I'm probably going to be like, my ears are bleeding. At some point I need to stop.
I mean, I think that he was awesome. I just feel like it's not one of those things that like transcends time.
It's
very generational.
Right, like my dad. That was his type of music.
Exactly. So I would say no for me on Frank.
No, I love Frank as the man's man,
Yeah,
but not top 10.
yeah. So just the topic, bro, since you were just a few minutes late, is just who we think the top 10 individual acts for us are of all time when it comes to music. And can everybody hear us okay out there? I just got a message that somebody might not be able to hear us really, really well. I just want to make sure that we're coming through all right for everybody. Our levels are up and everything. We're good? Okay. If somebody can't hear us very well, just shoot us a message so that we know that we're a little bit low. So
They're going to say I'm way too loud because they don't want to hear me anymore.
that's true. Like Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly is one that, like, they give him he was a really good fucking songwriter, but I don't know. He's kind of a fucking dork. Not my time. Not my thing. Died in a plane crash way
Is he
way
an
young.
individual act, though? He had Buddy Holly and the Crickets.
That's what I'm saying. Well, we get back into
It's the Jimi Hendrix experience.
Does Bon Jovi go as an individual or as a group? Because it's just Bon Jovi.
Bon
but then the
Jovi
rest
is
the band.
definitely a band.
So Bob Seger, individual or band? Bruce Springsteen.
And the E Street.
That's what I'm saying. So Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet.
But it's the E Street band. He even says it. Yeah, I knew Garth Brooks was coming out.
Oh yeah, Garth's going on there. I mean, if you want to, at least for me, I can write that one in right now. Even people that don't like country music can fucking sing along with Garth Brooks.
I think Garth Brooks for me is like the end of my country like genre. Like that's about the time I was starting to cut ties. So I could probably say Garth Brooks.
I think that when you get somebody like Garth that comes around every once in a while, every once and forever, it kind of fucks shit up for a while afterwards. You know, it's kind of like this year's NBA playoffs, the worst rated NBA playoffs since what year? Since LeBron's rookie year when they didn't make the playoffs. All of a sudden, when the showstopper's gone, it makes it kind of hard. So, Garth's the man. Garth was the best thing to come out of the 90s in country, probably in the 70s, 80s, or 90s. Maybe Alabama, but they're a band, would be close. So, yeah, Garth definitely hardcore, makes my list. And I got to admit, I know we're not going to narrow it down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would probably put Garth top 5, top 3. I know. Probably not the same.
Top 3, huh?
Yeah, dude. Fucking Garth is the man. You would be surprised how many Garth Brooks songs you can sing along with. And I challenge any of you to go to a wedding, have 8 beers, and try to not sing along with Friends in Low Places. You can't fucking do it. It's physically impossible to do.
I don't think you could not sing with it sober. It's a good song.
Right. See, Alan Jackson. I don't think I'm going to put Alan quite up there for me. I mean, I think as far as country people, you're going to have a hard time. We've already got Johnny, and we've already got Garth. I mean, we got Waylon, maybe, but he ain't going to go in my top 10. I mean, I think country, like that's...
I'm cutting it off right there.
That's cutting it off of country?
I mean...
Unless we happen to find somebody by chance?
Are you putting Willie Nelson on there, too?
No.
Come on, man. He's the old hillbilly.
I mean, Willie's fun, but I wouldn't say Willie's greatest hits or something I'm going to be jamming out to.
No.
Can you feel him? Do you feel the rhythm in Willie Nelson?
Not like Bob.
Marvin Gaye.
Enough said.
So that's a no for you?
I think, yeah.
Dude, definitely Marvin Gaye would go into my top 10 as one of the top 10 greatest individual performers of all time.
Okay.
Come on. You know, that's another one. Baby. Everybody sings
What?
along with it every time. Oh, come on, man. You can't even be hating on Marvin Gaye.
I'm not hating on it. He ain't in my top 10.
He should be. That's ridiculous.
No, he shouldn't be.
Between him and Neil Diamond, they're responsible for more illegitimate children than
Oh
fucking
my God.
beer.
Neil Diamond? No.
Are you hating on Neil Diamond?
Holy fuck. Fuck Neil Diamond. He can suck my
Holy
left.
shit.
Please lift up my Neil Diamond.
George Strait before Willie. Agree with that. Willie is looking crusty. Agree with that.
No.
Who are you just arguing with me about?
Would you say Neil Diamond?
If you fucking hating on Neil Diamond.
Oh my God,
that is unbelievable.
He's worse than Frank Sinatra.
Dude, you could probably sing 20 of his songs right now.
Well, give me the top Neil Diamond song.
Sweet Caroline.
Oh my God!
Everybody
the
sings that
Boston
song.
Red Sox fucking 7th inning stretch song. Fuck off!
Like you don't know it.
I hate it.
Forever in Blue Jeans.
Oh my God! I just puked in my mouth.
Are you kidding me right now?
Neil Diamond?
What is wrong with you?
That is disgusting.
You are ridiculous.
That is dumb.
You need more testicular fortitude. You are afraid of greatness right now.
He's a pussy. What are you talking
Neil
about?
Diamond? Neil Diamond will go honky tonk man on your ass with his guitar. Boom. One time.
He couldn't hurt a fly.
That dude did
Neil
two things.
Diamond.
That dude did two things. Wore rhinestones, got ass. In that order. That's what he did.
He probably did get ass.
Fucking leave Neil Diamond alone.
The men's ass.
This is ridiculous. I can't believe we're having this part of the conversation.
Neil Diamond.
I can't believe you, at your age that you think Neil Diamond's terrible.
Horrible.
That's dumb. That's just
next
stupid.
thing you're going to tell me is who's the guy? Oh, fucking shit. You're probably on your list.
He probably is.
Let's go.
Who?
I
don't know who you're going after.
Fucking bald guy from the 80s.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Oh my God. Sounds a lot like Neil Diamond.
I don't know. I have no idea
Keep
who you're going
going
after.
Who do you got?
Okay, so next is Michael. Michael
Okay,
Jackson.
I'll put him on.
I mean, he's got to be up there.
Other than the pedophile shit, yeah, he was great.
Well, I don't think we're judging them on their on their morality right now. We're judging them on the music.
Neil Diamond.
You're such a dick. I can't believe you don't like Neil Diamond.
Oh my
That's
God.
so ridiculous. You hate Tom Jones too?
Yeah.
You're such a dick.
Tom Jones.
Tom Jones is America.
He might be America, but he's not on my fucking top
Have you
10.
ever seen Anchorman?
Wait, I found Tom Jones. He's under my shoe.
That's not true. That's so ridiculous. How can you hate Tom Jones? The Carlton song? Come on, man.
Yeah.
You can't hate Tom Jones. I'm not saying Tom Jones is going on anybody's bald guy from the 80s. Adam? With Phil Collins?
No.
I love Phil. I'm not quite there yet, but Phil Collins is the shit.
I've seen Fire and I've seen Rain. That guy.
James Taylor?
Oh, my
You're going to hate on James motherfucking
that
Taylor
guy
now?
was the absolute.
What?
Put me to sleep now. I'll take the shot.
Holy shit, he's a singer
Where's
fucking
Kevorkian?
songwriter. He's a singer-songwriter.
It's horrible.
James fucking Taylor is the man. Are you
He
kidding
is
me?
the worst. He's worst. Oh my God. String me up.
Yeah. Fuck Facebook. No? What was
Yeah.
what-
Fuck Facebook too.
What's the movie he was in with fucking Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill? We got up there, he was playing at MySpace.
I don't know.
Anyway, whatever. Don't be fucking hating on that guy. Yes,
James-
Phil Collins. If we're going to jump ahead a little bit, that's fine. Phil Collins is totally going on my top 10.
Yeah.
Again, he's a guy for me that would probably go in top 5. What was he had an album that he literally played every instrument on the entire fucking album. Like he literally recorded each part of each song.
You know who else is like that? Is this guy on your list? Trent Reznor.
No.
He played every part of that.
You know what? Somebody's going to sacrifice me right now, but I don't even remember which fucking band Trent Reznor was in.
9 Inch Nails.
Even more reason for me to not give a shit. That's ridiculous. Really, 9 Inch Nails. That's what we're gonna call that music and give him credit, but we're gonna be shitting on all these other great Americans. It's painful.
They might be great Americans, but their music sucks.
It's painful to listen to. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of fucking ridiculous.
Okay.
I gotta figure out who this fucking bald guy is.
I already told
so
you.
You think it's James Taylor?
100%. If it's I've seen Fire and I've seen Rain, that guy.
I mean, he wasn't always bald. He was bald in like the 2000s.
Whoever that guy is, he sucks.
Man, it's fucking hateful. Anyway.
There we go. Trent is the man.
Not top 10. See? Not top 10.
Well, not Moonshine's top 10.
Well, dude, he loved 9 Inch Nails.
Okay.
Fucking Closer, wasn't that one of their big fucking songs?
Hurt was the big one.
I wouldn't know it.
Guess who covered Hurt?
Oh, no. You mean guess who wrote Hurt?
Who wrote Hurt? He wrote it?
True story.
For Trent Reznor?
He wrote it, and then several other people have actually released versions of it since. True story.
Really? I did not know that.
Way to go, John Cash, writing Hurt.
Did he not perform it until he was older then? Because he did a video of it.
Yeah. Have you ever heard Johnny Cash's version?
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know that was his, though.
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Yep.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Every fucking day. Fuck 9 Inch Nails. Sorry. Getting me to the point where I'm getting frustrated now. David Bowie.
Yeah, he was pretty fucking good.
Fucking A, David Bowie goes there. That's number 8 for me. I'm running out of space real quick.
DB, you're up to 12
I
on your
got
top 10.
8, man.
You're up to 12
I
on your
got
top
8.
10.
Hey, just because I love Neil Diamond doesn't mean he's going to my top 10. I'm just saying.
Give
you
me
can't shit
his
on the guy.
give me his number one song. Somebody out there. What was
I
Neil
just told you
Diamond?
it was Sweet Fucking Caroline.
That is his number one.
It's one of the greatest songs of all
Wasn't
time.
it, didn't he have some woman song?
Oh, from Pulp Fiction. When they get back from dinner. Girl, dear, yeah.
Now I only like that song because
You'll Be
of
a Woman
Pulp
Soon?
Fiction. Yeah,
Oh, so you're admitting now that you like a Neil Diamond song?
I like that song. He's
Yeah.
still
Come on.
28,000th on my list.
That's dumb. There's no way he's 28,000th. That's ridiculous.
I just said that because I know you like that number.
Yeah. So we definitely have we definitely have Bowie on there.
Eddie Wilson, Eddie and the Cruisers.
You know the big song about Eddie and the Cruisers, what their number one hit was, and there was actually a movie called Eddie and the Cruisers.
Yeah, I watched it.
And in the first 5 minutes of the movie, they sing the song.
I watched the movie. I don't remember what it was though.
On the Dark Side.
On the Dark Side.
Yep, Eddie and the Cruisers. See, see bands like that. They don't go in my top 10, but like I do love that movie and I do love that song. Fantastic.
Head Like a Hole.
Head Like a Hole.
That's 9 Inch Nails.
See, again, stupid. Bruce Springsteen.
Fine line there.
Not for me.
He's on your list?
He is the solo artist version of Green Day. Every song is the fucking same song. Like, it's literally the same 4 notes in every song he fucking sings, except for I'm on Fire. It's the only song he has that sounds different than anything else he does. Or then he went with his sad song. I forget. He actually had a sad song.
Philadelphia?
Yeah.
But that was for a movie.
But then it was, and then Secret Garden was the same thing as Streets of Philadelphia, only with a different rhythm. I mean, sorry. Not my cup of tea.
I like Bruce Springsteen. But once again, I think that's more of a band. I don't think it's a solo act.
Who, Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah.
Well, they have him as a solo act. That's why I had to make sure I brought him up.
He probably fits both sides. Who knows?
What about Elton?
Hey, funny story. Had a little lunch date today with a good friend Reno.
Yeah.
Some of you out there might know who that is. And he was telling me he just saw the Elton John movie. I don't know what that means.
Thanks, Toolshed. The E Street Band did give us Silvio Dante. Did you know that?
No.
One of the main guys in the E Street Band was in Sopranos as one of the main characters.
Booyah.
His last name's Van Zant, right? Something Van Zant?
Johnny Van Zant?
No, he's actually related to Ronnie and Johnny Van Zant, though, I believe. You have to check
But
on
anyways, going back to, so I had lunch with Reno. Reno told me that he watched the, who'd you just say?
that. Elton John.
Elton John movie.
Rocket Man.
And he said it was horrible.
Really? Did he like Bohemian Rhapsody?
He loved Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay, then I'll trust his, because I love Bohemian Rhapsody, too.
Yeah, he said that it was not.
I was worried that this biopic was going to suck.
Yeah.
See why that was funny? Because it was about Elton John. No, you didn't pick up on that. Musically, I don't know. I'm gonna leave him as like a.
Oh, he said Benny and the Shit, or Benny and the Jet is his shit.
Is the shit like that's his worst song? Who said that? He said that's my shit. Benny and the Jets. Fucking love Elton John. Benny and the Jets is my shit.
I do think that might be his worst song.
Like it's like seriously, it's like one that I'm like, fuck, I hate this one.
Benny and the. It's like turn it off.
Yeah, but it's like he's. I'm sorry if a song was like slow, that would be it. Yes, Steven Van Zandt. Is he related to Ronnie and Johnny Van Zant from?
Rocket Man's good. Yeah.
Ronnie and Johnny are from.
Oh, that's the movie. He liked it.
Leonard Skinner.
He liked the movie.
Oh well, then we'll have to give it a shot.
Oh yeah, you gotta check it out.
No way. I'm putting Elton on my maybe list. I don't know if I can quite give him the top 10.
Elton. I mean, I do like some of his songs.
He's on the bench right now. Like he's going to be an all-star. Just whether or not he's an alternate or not, I'm not sure. Roy Orbison. Roy Orbison's the shit, but I don't know if he can crack my top 10. Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman was pretty awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I liked him, and he was one of the Highwaymen. I know I'm missing a bunch of fucking Roy Orbison shit, but I don't think he's going on the fucking list by any stretch of the imagination. But that's just me. There are some people that love Roy Orbison. So that was
Can you name another Roy Orbison song? Other than
yeah, a song called "You Got It." If you look it up, you'll be like, "Holy shit! I remember this song from when I was younger." Or from like if you're Tooley from when you were like 4, because he's a little bit younger than most of our crowd here this evening. But you would know that one for sure. Okay. No question about it. So rolling along. See, some of these are in bands though. That's why I don't have a girl on the list yet. Do you got to put Madonna on there?
I mean, if you put Madonna, you putting Britney Spears. I mean,
I don't think I'm gonna let you make that comparison at this point in time.
Yeah, she was definitely not Madonna, but
I mean, Madonna would. Now hey, look, you have the fucking WNBA. They just got done with the softball championships and everything else. So if
Who won that, by the way?
UCLA.
Did they?
Yeah, their pitcher was actually only the fourth girl to be the National Player of the Year and win the national championship in the same season.
Who was number 3? Washington?
Stanford. I mean, who they were just playing?
No, there was a team that was number 3. They were purple.
I don't know.
Okay, never mind.
LSU maybe?
No,
That's what I was thinking of.
I think it was Washington.
I have no idea. But anyway, so if you were going to make a top 10 women's list, I think Madonna would have to be on it. I just don't know if she cracks this top 10 list for me. And that's just my own personal, you know?
I'm not. I mean, there's nothing that Madonna's singing that I'm like, oh, I got to have that.
No, not at all. Now, we're getting into a bunch of people that are coming on their list now, which I think are fucked. John Lennon, yeah, you did some shit on your own. You were a fucking Beatle, though. Like,
But he had a solo career.
He did, but he rose to being, okay, but if you took just John Lennon's solo career, without any preemptive anything from the Beatles.
He wrote Imagine. I mean, that is an iconic song that actually does transcend generations.
Well, Chumbawamba wrote Tub Thumping, and that is an iconic song, but
It
you don't
is
see that.
not.
Really? You get knocked down, but you get up again? Come on, everybody knows Tub Thumping. See? Everybody knows it. Everybody that's in here listening right now knows Tub Thumping. So you can't use that as the basis one song. Can you name another John Lennon song on his own?
I'd have to think about it, but probably.
I'm just saying, I can't put him on that list just because it wasn't enough. He was a Beatle through and through. That's just what it was.
Al Green, we got.
Ooh, Al Green. I'm not going to hate on Al Green. I love Al Green. I mean, Quentin Tarantino is clearly in love with Al Green. Like, he's got 2 or 3 Al Green songs in every one of his movies.
Yep.
So I definitely not hate on Al Green. Who? Washington. What the hell does Washington mean, Toolshed?
He's talking about softball, yo.
Oh, it was Washington. The purple team.
See? The people.
All you had to do was walk me out. So that's for a no for me on John Lennon. Neil Young, you wouldn't make the list anyway, so I'm going to say no for me, even though he was in...
Are you kidding me?
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Anybody?
Really?
No, I don't. I'm not a big Neil Young fan.
Do you have anybody on your list?
Do I have anybody on my list?
Yeah. What do you have, 6 so far?
No, I've got 7.
7. Who was 7? David Bowie?
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe Michael
Oh, no,
Jackson?
8.
Because you got Michael Jackson on
I
there?
got 8.
All right. Next one going on there for me, for sure, would be Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton's beast. I know he was in Cream, and I know he was in Derek and the Dominoes.
Yeah, so you can't be hating on John Lennon because he was in the Beatles then.
But what happened was he was in Derek and the Dominoes, released 1 album. He was with Cream. I think they released like 3 albums. But his solo career is like 88% of his career. He wasn't known around the world as a Beatle. I'm sorry. Once you're a Beatle, you're never a solo act again.
Yeah, probably.
But Paul McCartney's not making this list either. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. I don't think I can put him on there. I'm putting Eric fucking Clapton on there though. And you know what's funny is I don't feel like our generation would have known that much about Eric Clapton had he not done the Unplugged album. Do you remember when Unplugged came out?
Yeah.
Fucking Tears in Heaven the first time?
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you
lose a child out of a window.
When you let your kids play upstairs.
Right?
Not funny, but still.
No. Definitely not funny. But I get it. I'm just saying. That's where I learned about Eric Clapton, though, because at that point in my life, I was like, I really don't know who this is. Ozzy, I'm not going to put Ozzy on my list because...
Cream got the money.
Dollar bill, y'all. Oh, dude. I swear I wasn't reading that as I just said it.
You weren't?
I swear to God I wasn't. That's weird. Go back and check the tape. I swear I wasn't looking up there.
You were, right when you read it.
That's horse shit, and you know it. It's ridiculous.
Check the tape!
So, Prince, we already got him on there. Oh, there's another country guy that I wouldn't put on there, but a lot of country folk would be Hank Williams. The original classic.
Yeah.
Not me, though. Number 35, James Taylor. With hair in the picture, they've got him on there. I really hope that that's not true. I'm not going to lie.
He sucks a dick. That's what I'm telling you.
That would make me a little bit sad. Like I said, Paul McCartney, no. Elvis Costello, maybe.
No.
I don't
Not
think,
Elvis Costello.
I don't think it goes much. Amazing songwriter. Just throw that out there. Sorry. Rod Stewart.
Rod the bod.
Yeah, but for your top 10.
I mean, it's getting kind of thin, though. If we have to fill this out...
Oh, no, I got one more that I'm keeping in my pocket.
Oh, boy.
That's going on there for sure.
Does it look like this?
No. That's him right there. That's not you. Oh, no, I got one more that maybe you'll disagree with me, but There's one that's going on there for sure.
Derek and the Dominoes?
No. So, I do love Tom Petty, but it's Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. So I don't feel like he normally would, like he can
Was
really
he on the
qualify.
list?
He's on the fucking list, along with Ricky Nelson, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I know Tool Shed loves fucking Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like, I get it, but Stevie Ray Vaughan was awesome, but just not my kind of fucking
hey,
music.
let's round this up.
Okay.
Let's round this off already.
Billy fucking Joel.
It's not bad.
Has to go on the list. Not bad.
I
Fucking
mean,
Piano Man.
Way better than some of those other guys you were mentioning.
Dude, don't even be fucking hating on Billy Joel for a minute.
I'm not.
He's a top fiver.
Okay.
Blue collar, ass kicker.
He's probably going to round out my list, but
Is he?
I mean, we'll just because I don't know who else to put on here.
So you're going to, by default, put Billy Joel on there?
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair.
Little BJ.
And after looking over my list, I'm probably going to have to bump Marvin and put Elton in, to be quite honest. Sorry, Marvin. Let's go and finish it off. So I got Elvis, Jimmy, Cash, Garth, Elton, Michael Jackson, Phil Collins, David Bowie, Eric Clapton, Billy Joel.
I know there's somebody I'm forgetting out there. Sorry, solo artist guys.
Yeah. Not me.
Billy Idol.
Billy Idol is a top tenor. Come on, y'all.
I don't think so.
The ladies do love Rod Stewart, even to this day.
Yeah.
He's got some weird grandpa effect like the Sean Connerys of the world do, or the Jack Nicholson. I'll never understand it. Like, he's so hot at 78.
Yeah, so I'm going to leave my list at 9 because I know I'm forgetting somebody, and I'll revisit it later.
Oh, the spot for the unknown soldier,
Yeah,
huh?
the unknown soldier.
Nice. All right, so that's the end of the music portion for here. Is there anybody else that we forgot?
Does anybody want to get anybody else in?
Anybody else, individual-wise? Hey, you guys are my heroes. It's Michelle. Oh, hello, Mrs. Jackson. Woo. People call me... People call you Billy Idol. That's weird.
What's up, Shelly?
Joe. All right, so moving into the second portion of the show, which is our harp. If during the harp anybody comes through with somebody we should have added the music, we'll still throw it out there for you.
Yeah.
You want to go first, or you want me to?
I've got my harp for this week. It is Paul Dolan, the owner of the Cleveland Indians.
Okay.
Go fuck yourself.
Wow.
Paul Dolan, sell the fucking team if you're not going to keep Frankie Lindor.
Is he not keeping him?
He said, I will never pay any... He basically said, enjoy him for the next 2 years.
Really?
Paul Dolan said that. Fuck you, Paul. If you let Frankie Lindor walk, it's going to be the new curse of the Indians. I know we never even got past the curse of Rocky Calavito. Now we'll have fucking 2.
Yeah.
The curse of Frankie Lindor.
Yeah,
How
that's pretty
can
shitty.
you... Okay, I get you're a businessman. I get you're a businessman. But if you want to keep people in the fucking seats, you got to keep Frankie Lindor.
I don't disagree with that. I don't feel like you can let Frankie Lindor go. That guy is he's a cornerstone of the franchise, top 10 all-around MLB player right now. He's young, too, right? 23, 24?
He's probably 24, 25, yeah.
But still entering into his prime as a baseball player, especially at short. He's got another 10 years of being ass-kicking at short.
People will leave Paul Dolan. They won't come back. Guess who's starting to have an upswing that's going to take your crowd base anyways?
Who's that?
Cleveland Browns. They're going to start. The football town is going to take over if you get rid of Frankie Lindor. No one will show up.
Am I the only one, though, that's really fucking hoping that the Indians get their shit together? Because it's been so long for one fall. I want the Indians chasing the fucking World Series. I want the fucking Browns kicking ass and taking names. I want to let fucking August, September, October, November, all the way to January flow with optimism and happiness.
I don't think you're the only one by a long shot.
You know, I actually watched Believeland again the other night. It's been an hour and a half. I haven't seen it since it first came out. Just to watch it again, man, if that doesn't get you jacked up and ready for Brown season, sorry, Brett, Toolshed, Josh, pretty much all of our listeners, because they're all Steeler fans. But they're all converting a little bit. I love all of the Steeler fans out there, and I'm not hating because I don't blame you. I think that we've all been a little bit guilty of this at some point. How many Steeler fans are like, yeah, I'm a Steeler fan, but man, I like Baker. That's becoming a popular comment.
I have not heard that from any Steeler fans.
Yeah, but you don't hear any of them go, yeah, I'm a Steeler fan, but I like Lamar Jackson. You're never going to fucking hear that.
Right.
So that's yours.
What do you got for your hop?
My harp, all right, maybe this is stupid. And maybe it's just me, but I'm tired of the double fucking standards when it comes to fucking clothing, when it comes to what's okay in society and what's okay, like especially at work. Could you imagine if I walked up in work in a pair of flip-flops right now? How well that would go over? That would go. If you came into work on Monday in a pair of flip-flops, how would that go over?
They would send me home.
What if you had on capri pants so where we could see all the way down to your ankle and you weren't wearing any fucking socks?
Wait. Are boys allowed to wear capri pants?
I don't even know if it's a thing. I'm just saying. I'm sure there are some that are. They also need safe spaces and shit like that.
Well,
I'm just fucking saying.
Okay, you said what if, but I only wear carpenter pants, so I'm never going to be caught in that. But if I did, somebody should just smack me, is what they should do.
All right. What should you be allowed to wear a full-toed sandal?
An open-toed sandal?
No, like instead of wearing flip-flops, like the toes covered, like a Jesus sandal. You know, to where like the straps go across the front and the back.
Jesus sandal was open-toed or closed-toed.
Yes, it was.
Was it?
Yes.
How do you know anyways?
From the pictures.
There's no
you know what I'm
real
saying.
pictures.
All I'm saying is there are so many things like that that are ridiculous. How many times have we walked into work and we see women walking around work that have basically fucking T-shirts or an actual fucking hooded sweatshirt on?
Too many.
If I wear a T-shirt to fucking work, I'm going to get fucking crucified. If you do, if any of the other people that work in our setting, to me, it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. That's okay. You know, it drives me fucking crazy. I just want that shit to be fucking equal all the fucking time.
Amen.
So I won't even get into the other fucking part of it because I know that it fucking drives you crazy. I'm just saying.
What part?
If you're allowed to have all that ass crack and cleavage hanging out, then guys should be allowed to show a little dick root once in a while, right?
Dick root.
Obviously, I don't really want that in society. I'm just saying.
Oh!
Fair is fair.
Be down the hallway. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can't even go to get a drink.
What the fuck's going on there, right?
Just put in coffee, not dick root.
Right? We'd have TE as our hall monitor.
Oh, my God.
Anybody that knows anything about the corp will know who TE is as the hall monitor during Dick Root Monday. So
I haven't even put the initials together yet, but I will shortly. And I'll be like,
come on, he's the legend at work.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
You guys know who he is. I can't
got
say
it. I got it now.
All right. So that's all I got.
I don't think it's a
that's
legend.
my heart. I just want the shit to be fucking equal. I'm tired of seeing fucking women wear stupid shit. People wearing the same fucking pants 6 days in a fucking row.
Well, you're just
with
basically
brown
talking
stains on.
about Walmart then, right? People wearing stupid shit.
I guess I'm just saying V-neck T-shirts, fucking shit's ridiculous. They're basically allowed to dress like they're going to fucking Walmart.
Yeah. Newsflash, Walmart patrons, don't wear your jammies in there. Just don't.
But if it's after midnight?
You can wear your jammies.
Okay, deal. All right, on to the next.
Where are we going here?
Where do you want to go next?
I don't know. This is your mix this week. What
All right.
What do you want?
So here's one for you. Home improvement. As guys, as we get older, there's some shit that you should know how to fucking do, right? To take care of some shit.
Wait. Hold up. Does anybody out there in YouTube land have a harp? We'll come back to you here in a second once you post it. So go on.
So when it comes to home improvement, to me, there are things that you figure out that, hey, I like doing this, like something that I'm pretty fucking good at. There are things that you fucking hate that you have to do. And there's other shit that you have no choice but to call a fucking pro. So what are some of those things like for you? Like, I know that you are super handy when it comes like you built your own room in your house.
Couple,
right?
yeah.
You run electric and shit.
Yeah, not professionally, but yeah, I can do it.
Yeah. So, like for me, I fucking hate electric. I won't fucking run electric for anything. You know that, which you kind of find a little bit humorous, I'm sure, but
no.
Electric, like you ain't getting fucking back up.
Listen, electric can be scary, but that's why we have breaker boxes. Shut this shit down.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way.
Have you?
Yeah. But I think that it also is situational because, like your case, you don't want to do your gutters because they're fucking 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, that's on my fucking hate list.
But I can do mine because they're 12 feet in the air.
Right. I'm not getting up there.
Yeah.
The dude that did my gutters this year, he didn't use a ladder. He took the ladder up with him onto my roof, used the ladder on the roof to climb to the second part of the roof, and then was standing on the roof, like got down on one knee and was cleaning the gutters that are literally, it's like 27 feet up to those gutters. Not doing it. Sorry.
No. I'm not doing that
My big
either.
ass don't belong on ladders that high, let alone just be standing around on a roof. Like my center of gravity is going to go and it's all over but the fucking curtains.
I get up on my roof, but it's not a very big roof, but all the time.
Yeah.
But it gets the uneasy feeling all the time.
Yeah.
No good.
Okay. So what about painting? Like, is that something that you would do? Like, do you do all your own painting? Do you leave that to the wife?
Indoor painting, we will both tackle.
Yeah.
She just depends. Sometimes she'll knock it out, but a lot of times it'll be a group thing.
Yeah.
Outdoor painting, no way. I'm going to hire somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, most people have, I don't actually have vinyl siding, but my house is painted.
Yeah.
But still, I am not doing that. I'm hiring somebody.
It's ridiculous. If you ever looked and seen what it costs to get a house painted, like anything on the inside, we spent less than $200 in materials to paint our entire kitchen. They wanted like $3,000 to do our kitchen.
No.
I was like, whoa, no way. It's fucking ridiculous. Couldn't do it. But painting also is a pain in the ass, especially if you have to sand shit. You know what I mean? If you're dealing with something that's got fucking wood and shit on it. So painting is something that I'll do, but I end up doing all the trim. The wife ends up doing all the fucking, the large area work with rollers.
My old man would paint the outside of the house every 5 years.
Really?
A 2-story fucker.
How long does that take?
A long time. He'd wait till a nice June week and just do it. Probably 3 or 4 days.
Man. Was that something where was it a situation where your dad had a job or something where like he had to use his brain all the time, so he just wanted some manual labor?
My dad was a telephone man. Worked at GTE.
Yeah.
And he was very we'll say frugal. So he was going to get that painting done.
Yeah.
And he's going to do it on the down low, on the cheap.
I mean, that's the way to do it if you're going to do painting. I don't think you get your money's worth if you have somebody else come in and do it.
No.
Plumbing. I like doing plumbing. I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried any plumbing. Yeah, and Adam is a great fucking handyman. Thank you, Mrs. R. Look at her showing some love to her man.
That's right.
To me, what's awesome about plumbing is, A, you can't get shocked to death with it. I mean, what's the worst thing that happens is you get a fucking water mess.
I don't know, man. Water all over the place kind of scares me.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. It depends on how deep the water is. I'm just saying, like, if you're changing out some piping or something like that, like, I think plumbing is actually kind of fun. And because of YouTube, you can do anything plumbing-wise.
Not anything.
What can you not do?
From the basement, like we have a main drain in the basement.
Yeah.
That goes out to the road. It's also where the commode comes down. Everything just goes out. When that gets clogged, it's under the ground. I mean, that's part of your plumbing.
I mean, yeah, at that point. But then you're at
Roto-Rooter.
Yeah, you're at phone a friend, call a pro. Like, that's definitely one of those things, like major plumbing problems. Yes, I get that. Like, sometimes you get to that situation. But, like, if you're changing out a sink, toilets, shit like that, it's fucking easy. I don't mind that kind of shit at all around the house.
Look at Chad. I do the electrical. My wife can do the plumbing. He says can. Does that mean you make her, or does that mean she's good at it?
That's badass right there.
That's awesome.
I'm kind of jealous of that. What about the yard work?
Well, let's see. Is that home improvement?
I mean, I don't know. It improves the
it's
look.
Upkeep.
It is upkeep. I mean, I don't know.
Now Mrs. R will laugh because she's always like, well, the grass looks like it's getting a little long out there. I'm like, yes, it is. I'll be out there tomorrow. No, I don't mind mowing. It's not my favorite thing to do, but it's one of those seasonal things. Hey, it's springtime. I can't wait to get out there and mow. But then after the 5th or 6th mow, you're like, okay, this sucks.
I mean, I like that moment when I'm done. Where like you step back and you're like, oh man, everything's trimmed up. Everything looks fan-fucking-tastic. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. If I'm ever in a position to afford this in my life, I will have my entire yard ripped out and I will have field turf put in so I have green grass year-round that I never have to fuck with. At this point, though, I won't be allowed to have any dogs and I'll have to have a fence up so nobody's dog shits on my fucking floor.
Brett is definitely YouTube for everything.
Oh, see, but that's the way to go. If you have a question on how to do something, I love YouTube for that. When it comes to redoing walls, anything. YouTube is the shit. Like, that's one of the greatest things about YouTube. Outside of dudes wearing makeup and having their own makeup channels and shit, that's a real thing.
I tell you what, I've hopped on YouTube to fix many a car. How about that? Minor car repairs. Is that something you do, or is that something you take to the shop?
It depends on what it is. I would tell you that I am definitely on the low end of fixing things mechanically. If it comes to like changing light bulbs, that kind of stuff, like anything that's basically just a couple nuts and a couple bolts, I don't mind it. I've done my own brakes one time ever, and I was petrified when I went to go drive because I just didn't know what I was doing very well. So
now wait, I thought you were the rear brake man.
I have been.
The drum brake.
I know how to do them. That doesn't mean I like it. That doesn't mean I want to do it. But But I do think that there is a little bit of joy that you get out of doing something to your vehicle.
Listen to Chad. He says he loves mowing because that's when he can listen to podcasts.
That's true.
Boom.
I mean, I don't mow without my earphones on. I mean, I'm always listening to something.
Right.
You got to.
Good idea, Chad. I never even thought of that. I'm usually popping into like music. I'll listen to music while I'm mowing.
Oh, you don't ever listen to a podcast?
I haven't. No.
Oh man, that's a good time.
Good idea.
Just depends on what you're feeling.
I got the feeling.
Yeah. Donna said, "Careful what you say."
Careful what I say. Yeah. I love housework, all of it.
Right? The worst fucking house job ever. I don't know if it counts as home improvement, but like this as far as like cleaning and shit is fucking dusting. That's the worst fucking job ever. I fucking hate dusting.
My wife's on here, so I can't say anything about dusting. I don't dust. She does all the wonderful dusting, and she's very good at it.
I don't either, but only because I won't do it right.
She says, I call good old Ron for my breaks.
Oh, nice. Dude, Ron's the guy, man. That's the guy that used to do all
You know
my
who
work
does
for
my
me.
breaks?
You do?
I do brakes and oil, and I just do the oil because I got a little bit of my dad, my dad's genes, a little bit of frugalness there. Save, if I can, it takes me 20 minutes to change the oil, which Mrs. R will say hers needs done.
Yeah?
Got it ready to go. It's going to be done here either tomorrow or, but I'll do the oil and the brakes and very minor repairs.
Yeah.
Like recharging the AC. You do that. It's pretty easy to do.
Sure. So clearly, like, you're proficient when it comes to things like drywall, shit like that.
I'm going to tell you what. I did drywall one time, created a bedroom in the basement. That may be, I remember saying it out loud. People think I can do this now, but I will never do this for somebody else.
It makes sense.
It's no fun.
No?
No.
It doesn't look like fun. Patching holes and shit, that's fucking easy.
That's easy.
Patch it up, sand it out, good to go. Dude, one that I actually, been years ago now, I actually helped my brother put a roof on his house. And by the second day, it was like, this isn't hard. You just have to know exactly what you're doing.
Well,
Like,
it's pretty easy to get to the top.
I should say it's not complicated. No, you start at the top and work your way down.
No. Start at the bottom and work your way up.
No. So when we did it, you start at the top, you have your piece that goes on top, and you go doop doop into the top to where the bottom's still free. You slide the next piece up in to where you have your overlap, boom boom. There's
Okay.
still overlap. Slide it up in, boom boom. And fucking gravy train, man.
Okay, I think you're supposed to do it the other way.
I'm just saying how we did it. See, I might have learned wrong. That's another thing too. Is there's more than one way to do things, and we know that for sure.
Well, I'm just saying you lay the edge down, then you just put it on top. Brett's allergic to dust.
Right? Well, and agreed, Chad. That's the grossest thing is that all that dust is human.
Look at Gerhard. We're gonna take our cars to him from now on.
Yeah? Just replace struts, caliper, and brake lines all step by step off YouTube. Holy shit. So we're not the only ones.
I don't know if I would ever do struts and Well, struts would be tough, I think.
Struts those aren't the ones you got to worry about, are they? It's the shocks. Those are the ones that you got to be fucking careful with, right? Because of the spring that's in them. If you're changing a pair of shocks, that fucking spring can jack you up.
Yeah,
if
you don't
mess
want
it
to
up.
you don't want to get jacked up.
I think that's what it is. I think it's shocks.
Yeah.
Either way, that's pretty badass though. Way to go.
Yeah.
Allergic to dust. I don't blame you. I think we all sneeze
That's
at
my
it, right?
one-liner at work. When I sneeze at work, I'm like, I must be allergic to work.
Yeah?
That's my hee ha 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 moment.
Allergic to work.
Allergic to work.
Fair enough.
All right. I'm trying to think what else we got.
I don't know if I have much else. I mean, that's pretty simple shit.
Like, have you ever changed a door? The full frame?
No, I have not.
That's no fun.
It doesn't sound like fun. That sounds shitty.
Like
that for me, like that's something I would call a pro for.
Yeah.
Because the last thing I want to do is fuck up that door jamb, and then like there's air or something coming in, and it's just like, it's just not going to be a good time.
See,
I would be mad about it all the time, and I would obsess about it.
Yeah.
About it not being right.
See, I grew up. My dad was a twin, so my uncle and my dad, they were always home, like do-it-yourselfer guys. So I kind of got a lot from them, and
Yeah.
so a lot of this shit is just inherited.
Yeah. And that's how it should be though. Handed down.
Changing a window, yeah, I did have that on my list of windows. I don't think I would ever try that.
I've helped my uncle change. Years ago, he bought a house that needed to be completely overhauled, and over the years, like he got it basically done, but then over the years he started changing stuff out, and I helped him several times, like changing an upstairs window. That's kind of a freaky time. One person on the inside, one person on the outside. That shit sucks.
With the glass and all, just no way.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Somebody else do it.
Yeah,
Somebody that knows what they're doing.
right. That's definitely somebody I would pay.
All right, let's move on. This you're good.
I got nothing else on here. I was just curious on kind of where you were on some of this stuff. We've been doing all kinds of shit, getting ready for those of you who don't know. Turning 40 this year. Gonna have a little bit of a fucking blowout here at the house, and so we want everything to be fucking primed up and ready to go, so everybody can destroy it. So.
It's gonna be party time. Yeah. I want to make it look all pretty so you can come and trample my shit.
But we're trying to baby-proof everything that way. Whatever happens, you know. So that's all I got on that part. So now, second intermission. We ready to go to the gallows?
Yes. Let's go to the gallows pole. This is the portion of the show where we string up, hang, put you under the guillotine, or draw and quarter, or whatever you can fucking think of. Stoning. So think of if you got out there in podcast land or YouTube land, if you can think of somebody that you think deserves to die, let us know. What do you got, Jake?
Somebody that I think that deserves to die. I got to tell you, I really didn't have a person to go on the list for this one this week, so I'm kind of struggling. Sitting here thinking about, like, who could I not stand? Who could I not stand? I'll tell you, we actually get in depth on it later, but Sophie fucking Turner from the Game of Thrones, she can...
You gonna kill her?
I don't know about die, but pretty fucking close. I definitely think that she needs to be fucking beat with, like, some of that Thailand, Singapore fucking bamboo a couple
How about
times.
loss of fingernails and waterboarded? That's a good start.
For those of you that don't know, this fucking idiot from the Game of Thrones, everybody loved her from Game of Thrones. She's saying that now all these states that are changing their abortion laws, that she won't work in any of those states. That being said, she has a right to her opinion. I'm not mad at her for that. I couldn't say that more clearly if I had to. I'm not mad at her for her opinion. My problem is the fact that Game of Thrones was recorded where? Northern Ireland. If you know anything about Northern Ireland, the shit that those people have done to Christians over there over the years and all kinds of other things, if you're going to take a moral stand and not work someplace because of the fucked up shit that do to the people, maybe you should have not cashed in the cash cow if you felt that strongly convicted about it.
Yep.
It's fucking bullshit. It's a double fucking standard. You're a piece of shit, and we don't need you in our fucking society.
Piece of shit. All right, for me,
Yeah.
I'm just going on the next to be executed list.
Oh, who is it?
All right, well, this is kind of, I guess we're gonna say funny, not funny.
Is this like a death pool to where, like, we can get in and bet on who's
No,
going to be there first?
I looked up between all the states that actually execute people,
Yeah.
and there's some stays of
Execution.
stays of execution and whatnot. But there was a lady, Alva Campbell. I'm not sure what she did. I didn't do any research on what she did yet. Maybe if you guys want to punch in Alva Campbell and see what she did.
Yeah.
But she was supposed to be executed on June 5th of this year,
Okay.
but she died.
Of
So,
what?
I don't know. She died. 3/3/18.
So you're going to resurrect her and kill her again?
No, what I'm telling you is I'm rooting for these people that are on death row to die just to die.
Yeah.
Tiffany Moss of Georgia, or in Georgia, she's scheduled for the 7th, which is tomorrow, but it says something about hers got rescheduled.
Who is it?
Which one?
Is this local or is this national or what?
I told you she's scheduled in Georgia to be executed.
Who is?
Tiffany Moss. But it said legally premature or something. Or
That's the
another.
next one? Because this Alva Campbell was from Chillicothe. The lady
Yeah.
that just died of natural causes?
I told you she was in Ohio.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah.
You told me to look her up. I can't fucking
Now
do both
here's
things
another
at
one.
once.
July 10th. Kareem M. Jackson. Looks like he got
He's got a reprieve right now?
Reprieve, yeah.
Also Ohio?
Yes.
Come on, Ohio, get your shit together.
Oh. Did you hear? You know, as we're going down this list,
I don't know. Maybe I did.
July 31st. Is your birthday is that your birthday? Or you're the 30th.
July 30th.
Okay, so a day before your birthday in Texas.
That-a-boy, Chad. Thanks for coming through on Alva. Alva is a he. No
Well,
shit.
There you go.
Sorry for interrupting there.
So Ruben Gutierrez in Texas. Sounds like a baseball player.
Yeah.
But he's scheduled on the 31st in Texas. So these are the next.
So
in
you know
line.
that's happening. There ain't going to be no fucking stay down there.
So Ruben will more than likely be the next executed. So that is going on my gallows pole. I'm just rooting for somebody to get this done. Do you know what they did in Ohio? Who is the guy? Oh, fuck. Is it... Who's in charge of stopping or continuing in Ohio? Little short guy. He's always on TV.
Mike DeWine?
DeWine. He actually stopped...
Keep going. I'll get to that in a second.
He actually stopped... I'm pretty sure he put a halt to it because they can't find a concoction that's humane enough.
Well, the drug company that actually controls lethal injection, that used to control what they would use, basically was like, we're not fucking selling it to you guys anymore. You're not going to use our shit to kill people.
Well, there's...
So there's been like 3 or 4 different things that they're using.
I was
now
looking
that
down
they've
this
changed.
list the other day. There's states that use a one... It's not a concoction because it's just one
It's
drug.
one and done.
And then there's other states that use the 3.
Yeah.
And the 3, they do them in succession.
Yeah.
To where one does like a numbing, one does this, one does that. But they said that one of those drugs of the 3 actually makes the inmate feel like he's drowning and his lungs are burning. I'm like, that's fucking perfect.
Right. Why are we mad about this? That's
But
serving its
they're
fucking
like, it's
purpose.
inhumane. I'm like, no, it's not. What? When he was killing those people or she was killing those people, that was inhumane.
Yeah.
Now we're worried about a burning sensation.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways, Mike DeWine, just let the shit go. Let them fucking if they're scheduled to be executed, just let them get it done.
yeah. Now, see, in a situation like that, going off about that, Chad, I can appreciate that. If somebody's so fucked up and they've been sentenced to death and they're gonna die like immediately, I said let them suffer and ride it out a little bit. Guy Ritchie for never making Rock and Rolla 2. After saying he would. Fuck that guy. You ever seen the movie Rock and Rolla?
Yeah.
You're a real rock and roller, aren't you? Fucking good-ass movie. Now, there is one group of people that instead of the gallows, I do want to throw a giant high five out to tonight. And that is what's been a hot topic lately, the great state of Alabama. They actually, I got a couple of them I'm going to throw out here. But Alabama just passed a law that multiple convictions for rape, before you leave prison, you are
Castrated.
chemically castrated.
Yes.
They're not actually cutting your twig and berries off, but they're giving you fucking drugs and shit, so your shit's broke.
Good.
Can't use it no mo.
Wait. Oh. Nice.
Yeah, broke shit.
I was thinking you meant sterile, but no.
No, broke
Your
shit.
shit's broke.
Your shit's broke. Don't work anymore.
Holy shit.
And people are losing their fucking minds, saying that it's cruel and unusual. The Dems, I'm just saying, like that's who's freaking out about it, and they're like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Where was this?
This is happening in Alabama.
So if you're convicted of
Multiples.
rape,
Yes.
that
Well, there are other qualifications, but that's like the fastest track to get there.
so you come out of prison with a broke fucking wang.
Yep.
Yes!
No more good times for you.
You know what? It's about fucking time.
Yeah.
With all the technology, this is the kind of shit that I'm all for.
Yes. And then, again, not really my cup of tea, but just so everybody knows, in case somebody didn't see it in the news, Colorado just legalized mushrooms. And Oakland County, California just legalized mushrooms and peyote.
Who did?
Oakland County, California. So that's opening up the window.
Like, they don't have enough with their basketball team.
I'm just saying, you want to get somebody that's on weed, mushrooms, and peyote at the same time. That's not going to help the shit problem in that county.
Chad said they should pull your twig like a bad tooth.
Just put a string on it, close the door.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So that's what I got for that. That was I just had to give a shout out to the state of Alabama for that though. That's some of the best shit I've heard in a long time.
That is great.
It's like we're starting to roll back the clock a little bit now.
I
you know?
love it.
You want civilized? No. We'll
All
do it
right,
our
so
way.
we're about at our hour mark, so we might as well just finish this up with this last one.
Okay.
You want to go?
About the footwear?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I don't know how many pairs of shoes everybody owns out there, but I see fucking socks and sandals all the time, and
somebody wearing socks with sandals.
yes, and especially like with like the Adidas or the Nike, they're like the single strap across the middle of your foot, like wearing black socks with those all of the time, and I just want to push people down.
What about the people wearing the white socks with their fucking sandals?
I mean, no matter what it is, it's stupid. Like socks and sandals, like that is not the fucking point of wearing a sandal.
No. The point is to let it breathe.
Right, but then it gets into like shoes on a whole. Like,
I gotta admit, when you wrote this down, I thought you meant I thought you were bashing sandals, and I'm like,
No, I love
man,
sandals.
I'm
Sandals are the
I'm
shit.
gonna have a problem with this.
No, sandals are awesome. Like, your feet need to breathe at some fucking
I
point.
love sandals.
I'm just saying, if you wear socks with them, it defeats the fucking purpose.
Yeah, don't do that.
Like, don't be a fucking idiot.
I think it's my dad come over one day with these wonderful sandals, and he's wearing socks. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? It's no good. You
Yeah.
cannot wear it. Don't be an idiot. Exactly.
Yeah, shit pisses me off. But then when you get into shoes, this is one of the things that, like, I don't understand it, and maybe somebody will be able to help me out here, is see, socks and sandals people you can't trust. It's so true.
Yep.
So maybe just shoe collections are becoming a big thing. Like, they are a huge deal. Like, you should see,
Even
like,
for guys.
oh, dude, huge. If you want to get online and you look at, like, the Jordan Air Max 14 special edition limited to 62 pairs. This shit's for like $1,000, $1,500 for pairs of fucking shoes. Why in the fuck are we collecting shoes as fucking grown ass men?
I don't know.
I mean, to me, you should have, like, all of your shoes should have utility, right? Like, you've got a couple, even if you have a couple, you got a dark pair and a light pair that you wear to work.
Yeah.
Okay, tennis shoes. You have some nice tennis shoes and a pair of yard tennis shoes.
Yeah, actually, I do.
Pair of sandals,
Yes,
right? Pair of golf shoes.
that's it.
Pair of bowling shoes if you're into that.
I do have a pair of bowling shoes
But outside,
and some rubber boots, maybe.
rubber boots, I have hunting boots, which fill that void for pretty much every boot need I would ever have. And that kind of covers it. I mean, there's been times that,
I
like,
mean, the list you just read off is a lot of shoes, but
it's like 8 pairs, though.
But it's not a collection. It's necessity.
Right, but it's not like, I've been around people that are like, dude, you just marked my shoe. Like, oh, or like they get mad because, like, they're walking and, like, they trip or a stick hits it or somebody accidentally steps on their shoe and you're like, look what you did. It's like,
You know what I got to dust off the other day?
it's a shoe.
You know what shoe I got to dust off?
No.
The cleats.
Oh, did you?
I did because I'm helping with the softball.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I'm wearing my fucking cleats tonight. They just still didn't let me play.
You don't wear, like, the pants and the jersey and the whole 9 yards like all the MLB managers do.
No.
They don't be that dad.
No.
Those dads weren't fun.
No, I'm
It was
not.
weird. You look like Bobby Cox out there. Nobody's putting Bobby Cox into a game. Why does he have a
No,
uniform
I
on?
joke with the girls. I'm like, I wore my shirt or I wore my my cleats today. Maybe they'll let me play. And they're like, hey. Ooh. Adam owns his own shoe closet.
People-
she wishes.
People camping out for 3 days for Kanye West shoes? Is that real? Why? You're talking about shoes.
You see, Chad said white socks with a toe thong sandal, like you've got a foot wedgie.
Oh, dude, that's the worst. That's the worst version of socks and sandals.
I have about 45 pairs of shoes.
They all have their place.
Is that true?
I mean, I know that Josh has an extensive shoe collection, so I don't mean to pick on you at all, bro. I didn't mean it like as something to come at you. I'm just like,
I don't know if
I don't know what them 45 will do though. Like, do you have pairs that you go an entire year without wearing?
has to.
I mean, if you go an entire year without wearing a pair of shoes, maybe you shouldn't have that pair of shoes.
I'd have to upgrade my home.
Now, that being said,
He said true.
that, I mean, he's completely organized. So I believe that he's got a place for them. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are still in boxes. Are they still in boxes?
Oh, what about the shower shoe? Or I mean, I'm thinking the swimming shoe. That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, the swimming shoe.
Oh,
I'm
the slippers. Do you wear slippers?
around the house.
Yeah.
I do have a pair of slippers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I really only in the wintertime, though.
Right, me too.
Yes, LeBron's first release, he does have shoes in a box. I knew that it was going to be the case. A dog walking shoe? I don't know what the dog walking shoe
That's
is.
the ones you've already stepped in shit. Oh, I don't have to worry about it.
No, I'm still old school enough that I'm willing to wash my shoe because I don't want to smell dog shit
I'm
instantaneously
joking.
every time I put that pair of shoes
That's
on.
not the dog walking pair of shoe.
What's the dog walking pair of shoes?
I don't know. He says,
Oh, many in boxes, limited shoes.
wow. You know who has a big shoe collection?
Who?
AJ.
Really?
Yeah.
Or
At least I'm pretty sure he says that before.
man, I don't know. I guess it's just I'll never understand collecting that. You know, just because there's just fucking shoes. You know,
Wait, hit the show on that one.
should you be allowed to wear fucking Crocs? He said shit shoes.
He did say shit shoes.
What about Crocs? As a guy, should you be wearing fucking Crocs?
You know what? I've never owned them, but my kids have. As a grown man, I don't know. They're not for me.
they're one of those things. We've talked about it before. If any of you guys have ever seen the,
Shea Baker has
he does have a hell of a collection. If you've ever seen the show The Ranch, there's Sam Elliott plays a dad, and he's a complete badass in the show. And he puts his son, he puts Ashton Kutcher's Uggs on, and he's like, holy shit. Like, he's been wearing like these big shit kickers around the farm for 50 years, and he's just fucking wearing Uggs all over the place. I'm afraid that's how I would be with Crocs. Like, I would get them on and be like, these are comfy, lightweight, you know?
You can get them wet.
Then I'd have to be planning my trips when I leave the house where I can go and not go.
Whoa, I wear some.
Oh, Feckler's got the... See? I'm not saying that I wouldn't like them. I'm just saying I haven't brought myself to that point
I haven't
yet.
tried them. I don't... Yeah, I don't know.
I would feel weirder at like the checkout counter, even just like going through with my Crocs. Like, they'd be one of those, like, I'd be sending my wife and I'd be like, I'll go buy your tampons, you go buy my Crocs. All right?
You know what I think it would be? I'd get the pair of Crocs.
Pair of Crocs?
The pair of Crocs that were like the squeaky ones. Where everywhere I walk, they're like, weet, weet,
Right,
weet,
and
weet.
everybody's turning around looking at them. Yeah, I don't know. That's just not my thing. But now I did used to, I will admit, and I think that a lot of us that used to play a lot of ball were guilty of this. I did have a pair of basketball shoes that, like, they were tennis shoes that I did not wear for anything else other than playing basketball. Like, you carried them with you when you got to the gym.
were
You had
high
to change your shoes
tops.
out. Yeah, mine always were.
You have to have. You're gonna break your ankle if you don't have high tops.
I had a pair of Dirks that I wore into the fucking ground, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Who knew that Dirk actually had a shoe?
Can't complain on shoe collectors.
Was a sports card collector back in the day when they weren't so expensive. Yeah, but sports cards are still pretty cool. I mean,
But he's right. They're expensive.
are they? Like, modern cards are expensive?
I haven't bought any in a while, but I know they're not cheap.
Yeah. It's a funny story, not to go too far down a different rabbit hole, but there's a store up in Crocker Park. If anybody's ever in Lakewood, Ohio, Crocker Park's a nice little place. They got all kinds of shops and stuff. There's a little retro t-shirt shop there. And last year, I don't know if they do it all the time. Last year, if you bought a t-shirt, they were giving away packs of 1990 football cards, unopened.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. So I got to
Nice.
give Josh a pack of cards for his birthday. So pretty badass, I thought.
You-
I tried to get him to sell me the whole box, but they wouldn't.
Oh. Did you already give them to him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you were like, you just told him and he didn't know it
No,
yet.
no. He definitely knew about it. So,
All right, good.
all right, we won't hate on the shoes anymore. Anything else before we wrap up?
I think we're about done, my man.
Hey, man, thanks again, you guys, for coming out. Yeah, Dirk is the GOAT. Thank you, Brian. You're the fucking man. I do love Dirk. Fuck yeah. Anyway, thanks again for coming out. Sorry, it just triggered me. You guys are making the show awesome. Keep coming back. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yep,
with
2
another,
weeks.
With another live show.
That's right.
7:30 on every other Thursday. If anything changes, we'll post something so you guys know. And we'll keep getting your comments on here and have a good time. So enjoy the Friday tomorrow and have a great weekend. Hip hip.
Cheerio.